If you ask me, the scariest movie of all time is The Three Faces of Eve, in which Joanne Woodward plays a woman with multiple personality disorder. I can't remember exactly what caused it. I think they made the childhood Eve kiss her dead granny or something, but she ends up with three personalities that appear and disappear faster than your old high school girlfriend on Facebook. The three personalities couldn't be more different. First, there's Eve White, the painfully shy wife and mother. Then there's the sexy, fun-loving Eve Black. And finally, later on, out pops a third and more sensible personality called Jane, because Jane is inarguably a very sensible name. The Three Faces of Eve is based on a true story. The real patient, unlike in the movie, continued to have dissociative personalities appear, always as a trio for the rest of her life. In fact, when she gained weight, she said it was because I'm eating for three. You can look it up. I only mention the movie because it's my contention that every prospect we've ever met has multiple personalities. And selling to them can be scarier than kissing Eve's dead granny. Sometimes they exist in a coherent triune, 3 in 1. Sometimes they show up one at a time when one of the personalities outmuscles the others for the spotlight. And at other times, two of the personalities may tag team us. But no matter how or when they appear, each of these personalities influences the ultimate buying decision, which means we're not just selling to one person, we're selling to three. And here's a scarier than dead granny kissing thought. Suppose we're selling to a committee of 5. That's 15 different personalities we have to engage, satisfy, and compel to buy. How do we do that? How do we persuade a prospect whose decision is influenced by multiple personalities? And what are these 3 personalities anyway? Well, on the surface, we see that the 3 faces of our prospect are simple and, for the most part, benign. There's the personal side from outside of work, the personality that is influenced by home, community, family, and things that are important in their community. We'll call this personality home. Then there's the side that's focused on growing in the job, growing professionally, existing inside the structure of a department, climbing the corporate ladder. We'll call this one career. And finally, there's the personality who stewards the organization's interests and vision. Home, career, and company, all 3 personalities, different, running around inside of every prospect and every client's head. Now, someone new to our profession might say, well, of course, the prospect has a bunch of different interests, both inside and outside the company. That's why I ask him about the Patriots whenever I see him. He's a big Patriots fan. And while this may be true, the ability to discuss a favorite team's latest Sunday performance is nothing more than Sales 101 from the chapter on small talk. It's not at all what we're exploring here. We're talking, of course, about value selling. Value selling, which requires us to understand how our offering delivers value to our customer, to every personality inside our customer's makeup, exclusive of the transactional cost versus market value assessment that most people use to comparative shop. It's high-level, high-connection selling, and it requires us to achieve what I like to call dynamic insight. Dynamic insight is the awareness of how the prospect's motivation and drivers change with the situation and with the influencing personality. He's not exactly the same person we visited the last time we discussed a project or a contract. What she cares about and how her various personalities present themselves will be different every time. The important thing for us to remember is that we need to understand each of these personalities thoroughly. We need to understand how they impinge on and how they influence the prospect's decision-making and the perceived value of our offering. Our value proposition depends on it.